state transition. Okay, here I have used one hot encoding. So we know that this is a reset signal. During the reset period, it will come and do that process, and it will execute all those things. If this reset is deasserted, then this block will get this statement will get executed. The combinational block for this next state is defined below. We'll see that one. This is a combinational. This is a combination block for the next state assignment. Here in sensitivity list, everything will be there, inputs and the right hand side variable. I have declared this initial value. Now here I have used one not encoding, right? So this is called case reverse logic. Here I have used case variable as a high. This is actually not a variable, it's a constant. So I am referring these case expressions with that constant. This is known as case reverse logic. Okay, so totally I have used 3 states here, so 3 bits are enough. 0 0 0 0 0 1 means tx idle, 0 1 0 means tx, 1 0 0 means rx. I have mentioned the default condition also. Okay, so the logic here is whenever I am getting the signal from tx memory, that this tx enable is high, and I have to verify during the time rx enable is high or not. If that is low, rx enable is low, tx enable is high, and fcs tx done is not done. In that case I have to go to tx state. Okay, in that tx state I will keep on transmit the data coming from tx memory to the phi side, and whenever that fcs tx rx done is coming, or whenever this condition is not satisfied, I have to go to this else spot. So what's happening here? Sorry, it will come to this tx state, and it will do the process. It will simply send the incoming data to the phi side. Then whenever that tx enable is low or fcs done is high, then it will go back to that idle state. This is the logic I have implemented in tx state. Next, if you coming to rx state, the same thing. If rx is enabled, then I will receive the data continuously. If that rx enable is low, then I will go to idle state. So this combinational logic will simply is used for defining the next state logic. We have not declared any outputs here. Okay, so before that we have seen the sequential logic for that next state logic. Below that, combinational logic for that next state logic. Next we are going to see about the combinational block for output assignments. Okay, here what are all the outputs? We know that from here the tx enable, rx enable, and the data out, all these signals are goes towards phi. While it is in reception, data out will go to rx memory. It has to receive the data from phi side, and it has to put that data in the rx memory. So for each and every state, what are all the outputs we have defined? So this is Moore machine. Based on the state, the outputs are defined. Okay, so this is a combinational block for output assignment, and each output should be flopped. That is a safer one, right? That's why I flopped all those outputs here. Memory memory data output, takes memory enable, rx enable, data valid, rx over, all these data. Okay, so sequential logic for output flopping and combo logic for output assignments. Okay, at last I have used some assign statement. This is for takes 5 data output. This is a signal output from this module. So from where I will get the data? If it is in transmit mode, I have to get the data from TX memory, and once the MAC payload is over, I have to get FCS data from FCS module. So that is what I defined here. Okay. Next, TX enable and RX enable. These signals are generated based on the TX memory signal and RX memory signal. Okay, so this is the content of this TX-RX MAC controller module. Here also I mentioned that future work, communication through management, that a single bit interface we can implement.